BetterKast, your bi-weekly home for stuff and things. We are three guys with a band, a podcast, and a pocket full of dreams. I'm just Matt.
I'm the Weather Brain.
And I'm Jam. And gentlemen, today I would like to know, what is your favorite streaming service?
Awesome. I like that question.
Yeah, been thinking about it a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah. I've been bouncing around a little bit too much. And I'm kind of like, what is the reason why I'm watching certain streaming services over others? And would those actually be better reasons to cancel subscription services anywhere else to kind of trim the fat? Like, what is the quality of your watching experience? Where do you put it?
For me, right off the bat, it's Crunchyroll.
Okay.
It used to be Funimation, for those of you who remember that.
I miss Funimation.
From what, a year and a half, 2 years ago?
Yeah, you know, sometimes
RIP.
memory, people have short-term memory, you know.
It was purple instead of orange.
It was purple
That's
instead of
literally
orange. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so that was around forever. And then I guess, I don't remember what corporation bought it, because Crunchyroll's owned by Sony? I don't know.
No, it was one of those where it came down to either Funimation was going to buy Crunchyroll and Crunchyroll was going to buy Funimation.
Right.
And Crunchyroll bought out Funimation.
Yeah. And so I love Crunchyroll because of the ease of use, especially for like an anime focused service.
Mm-hmm.
Funimation was pretty good, but then when Crunchyroll, got it, they improved their service. Like the difference between that and say like a High Dive, like
I disagree. I really liked Funimation.
it was great. No, I started with Funimation, like watching Fairy Tail and all that way back.
I
And,
will say the free version of Funimation was a nightmare to endure because I did use the non-premium version for a bit, trying to catch up on modern stuff. And watching the same two ads every 7 minutes gets exhausting.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, the price of it is fine for me. Like Crunchyroll is what, $6 right now still. I like that.
That's not bad.
But comparing that to like a High Dive, because you were talking about your comparisons,
Mhm.
High Dive's another really big anime service right now.
I'm not familiar with them.
No, they're newer.
Mhm.
And there's
I
a
heard
lot
about
of
High Dive for the first time Friday night when we were at your place, and you were like, "I've got Crunchyroll and High Dive," and I had literally never heard of it before.
So High Dive is a direct competitor with Crunchyroll. The difference with High Dive is they have animes on their network that Crunchyroll doesn't necessarily have, and Crunchyroll has stuff that they don't necessarily have. So that's
Because Crunchyroll is king.
yeah. And then there's also, if you didn't know, Netflix has a huge anime background now too.
I did. Yeah.
Netflix has been picking it up. They've been doing a good job.
So they're competing with both High Dive and Crunchyroll that
Yeah.
way, but they're much larger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is kind of why I brought the question up, because I do believe that sort of Venn diagram crosses over with maybe some casual anime fans who aren't deep diving in certain franchises.
Yeah.
If Netflix can provide those series, they're probably going to establish themselves as the primary streaming service for a lot of people.
Man, wouldn't that be crazy?
See, that's my thing is I don't actually have a primary streaming service. I have way too many streaming services. I need to purge my streaming services, but at the same time, it works out for me very well because it depends on my mood and pretty much what I want to watch. Obviously, Crunchyroll I use a lot,
Mhm.
but I also use Netflix a lot. I use Prime a lot.
What's your favorite though?
I don't know.
So that's
That's
It
tough,
depends on
right?
the mood. Like my favorite nostalgia, like if I'm feeling like I need some laughs, I need some nostalgia, I need some feel good watching something, it's Peacock all day because they've got all the sitcoms that I love.
I
They've
love
got
that.
Peacock's great. Yeah,
they've got The Office,
it is.
Parks and Rec, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Like I can watch stuff for days on there.
Well, and that's another new one. And
Paramount has great movies, so like I
Yeah.
can keep Paramount for movies and stuff. Amazon Prime is killing it with making shows and stuff now, so not going to get rid of that. I like a lot of the stuff Netflix has been messing around with. HBO Max probably gets used the most of mine, so it's between Crunchyroll or HBO Max.
Gotcha. I like
To simplify it.
I like services that have useful like things in their videos. Like for instance, the problem I had with High Dive versus Crunchyroll, I have both. I pay for both subscriptions, but High Dive doesn't have a lot of like skip stuff buttons. Like you know how you can see an intro, and if you've seen the intro once, you're like, all right, I want to just get to the anime.
Mhm.
Well, Crunchyroll, they have a skip for the intro and they have a skip for the outro, and you can get to the end scene or
do
whatever.
like that. Yeah.
And you can fast forward and rewind very easily in
That's nice.
Crunchyroll. High Dive, not so much, and they also haven't been doing a good job of like I watch an episode, stop, come back the next day. I have to literally go find the series again to pick the correct episode. They don't have it like.
Oh, that's horrifying.
Yeah, it's a little rough.
It's not queued the same way.
It's not queued the same way.
Yeah.
That's my biggest problem with High Dive, but I have it because there's stuff on there that isn't everywhere else.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. And that's
so you've watched all the rom-coms on Crunchyroll is what you're saying.
Yeah, and then there's some other stuff on High
He
Dive.
said
Yeah, he did. He just said
he just
straight up.
threw it down.
Just
he just
all
was
of them.
like,
Most-
"Yup."
Yep.
That's where
I did.
90% of the rom-coms are that I've watched is
Okay.
Crunchyroll. And then there's some other shows like for instance, what's that vampire one? Oh, Call of the Night. Call of the Night is only on High Dive. You can't get it anywhere else. It's a great anime,
Okay.
but yeah, that's kind of one of the reasons I got to have High Dive.
Mhm.
And it's also under $6 too, I believe.
So Jameson, what's your favorite streaming service? YouTube?
Oof, this one's tough. Yeah, I would say probably YouTube from 2006. That was my favorite streaming service.
From
Jeez.
06.
No,
Nice.
right now I'm kind of with you guys. Like, as far as like getting super niche into one category, I typically find a streaming service that specializes in that, like Shudder, for example, for horror content. I don't pay for it, but I know people who do.
Oh, okay.
And so you get to watch stuff that way, but it doesn't check any other boxes for me.
No.
So like only my niche content's there. I don't want to have a bunch of streaming services,
Dude, it adds up.
like
Well,
Netflix.
no, in all fairness, like this is a very weird question coming from Jameson because Jameson don't watch things.
I don't typically watch things.
No.
It's rare when I do.
I've kind of caught that drift from a lot of our conversations. It's like, you know what? He probably doesn't watch a lot of content like we do.
I
not
watch
even close.
content. I watch like
Or-
independent content.
Like shows, like actual
Yeah,
series and
not
stuff.
really.
Yeah.
No, like movies and shows are my thing. I always love watching something new. I grew up watching movies. Like when I was a kid, I had a VHS player and a gigantic box of my uncle's movies. Now, that being said, I did watch Escape from New York as like an 8-year-old. Probably shouldn't have been a thing. But now I have a love for movies and a huge love for a lot of 80s action type movies.
yeah.
Speaking of series, is there an anime you've been thinking about or watching? Or?
Yeah, actually, Matt got me hooked on a new anime. I think it's new. It's current. It's the first time I've watched an anime that's like still ongoing.
Yeah.
That's not true. I forced you to watch episodes of One Piece.
Yeah, but I didn't start from the beginning of One Piece. I'll be honest. I am current on One Piece, but I didn't do it honestly, right? So, yeah, let's be honest.
For those of you listening, I just did air quotes with my fingers.
I started watching Fire Force, which is a spin-off anime from the world of Demon Slayer, I believe.
Soul Eater.
Soul Eater.
Shit.
Yeah, you're close.
I did start watching Fire Force,
Yeah.
which is a spin-off anime from
Soul Eater.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. It's about firemen. No, firefighters. I need
Yeah?
to stop.
Yeah. Is that it? Is that all it is about?
No, that's
It's about firefighters?
yep.
Okay, so some humans just burst into flames and become eternal demons.
As one does.
Yeah.
And these firefighters, the special forces firefighters, show up and murder them. Now, like the 8th precinct, they're trying to do it in a good way. And some of the other ones are not so much doing that. And you get to just see the lovely tale of the main character who has flames coming out his feet doing crazy things.
He said lovely tale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That got you?
Yeah, I did.
Well, you know what? Speaking of anime, something big happened. Something big happened. Do you guys remember what it was?
Yeah, the Crunchyroll Awards just happened, right?
Ding, ding, ding.
Is
Yep.
that exactly what they're called? Like the Anime Awards or
yeah.
something?
Crunchyroll Anime Awards.
Okay,
I suppose. Yeah.
All right. So they are the kings giving people awards, apparently.
Oh, I guess. I mean, it's. I mean,
No, the
Japan
award
has their
system
own.
is broken, and we're going to go into that right now because the award should not be given out by how many people are watching what. So it's just popular interest shows winning. Solo Leveling shouldn't have won as much as it did. They just shouldn't have. Sorry.
Yeah.
There should be some kind of professional that's judging the awards and giving them out. Like, that's all I'm saying. Maybe a panel. Maybe people that have worked in anime. Maybe anybody other than the neckbeards that are all stuck on Solo Leveling. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, it's just aura farming. That's all it is.
We should.
It's a super good show, though.
We
but
should
it's
talk
just
about
aura
the
farming.
fact that Solo Leveling did get a bunch of awards.
So
that
many.
are
Too
In
many.
fact,
suspicious, right?
starting with the top award, which is Anime of the Year, Solo Leveling. They also got Best Action and a bunch of other like subcategory awards. Like,
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
over the place.
So many.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you know what? I mean, and obviously that's you're not super happy about that.
Don't get me wrong. I'm halfway through the first season, and it is a
It's good.
super good show. It's very good. I really enjoy it. I like the art behind it. I like the action. I don't even mind the aura farming that much, but it's not good enough to win every single category. For God's sakes, it's not One Piece. I'm not biased.
I knew that was coming.
I do need to know, like, how often does One Piece bring home awards? Like,
For the last couple of years, they
Really?
have. Yeah,
And
no,
this
they
is-
do good. They
Is
do
this
good.
an upset this
And
year?
they also like redid their whole art style this year. Like the Egghead Island arc is completely different. It looks very good. I absolutely love the animation. It should have won something other than best voice actor in German is Luffy. That's what they won this year. Congratulations, folks. If you watch One Piece in German, that guy's killing it.
Mm-hmm. For real.
this year.
Yeah, apparently this year.
Well, so my favorite anime that actually got an award this year, super happy about it, is called Free Run Beyond Journey's End. And man, is that awesome. If you guys haven't seen that, you need to watch it. But it got best drama.
Nice.
So, and it had a bunch of other awards like best supporting character was Fern. She's like the mage character that Free Run is kind of raising from childhood. They're both mages. I don't know.
Okay.
It's super great. I mean, it's super popular. A lot of people love it. I love it.
Is that show about that orphan kid Naruto?
I feel like that has a different name.
Possibly.
Not sure what it
sounds
is.
Similar. I think it's Baruto.
Probably.
Oh
That
yeah,
sounds right.
probably.
I think that's the sequel.
Oh, you know what got best comedy?
Yeah, actually, I do.
You do?
Yep.
What was it?
It was Mashal Baby.
Boom.
Yep. And I'm so thankful because
Don't you get excited
like I
about something
said,
you haven't seen?
I know. If you guys talk about it so much, I need to
Yeah, I
watch
mean,
it now. I
It's
guess.
such a good show.
It is. Genuinely laugh. I guffaw when I watch it.
You guffaw?
Yes. I cackle.
No, it's honestly hard to watch it for the first time and not laugh. Like, I don't watch comedy, anime, and stuff like that, but like, it even got me. I'm like, oh. That's a good one.
So if I'm gonna watch an anime next, it should be that.
Yes.
I don't know about
Yes.
that.
Shut up, Jameson. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, no, so as normal, I've been watching One Piece because that's what I do with my life. I read
Wow,
One Piece, I watch
really?
One Piece, I watch YouTubers about One Piece. It's insane. But I picked a very bad time to start forcing Jameson to watch it week by week because
Yeah.
Oh, really?
oh no,
Yeah.
you have no idea. Like it went from like crazy things are about to happen and it's building and it's building and it's building and then it's like, hey, we're gonna give you the Bartholomew Kuma backstory. And it's just flashbacks, and it's like some of the most heart-wrenching things ever. And Jameson's just like, dude, I don't know if I'm actually ready to watch this. And I'm like, no, it's already started. We're good.
I just got to go with
Like,
it now.
I know what's coming because I read it in the manga, and Jameson's just over here like, I don't know who this is, and they make me feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in the
Hurts.
last episode, we got to see the young Rocks Pirates, and you got to see Prime Roger showing up for a fight. That was just amazing to get to see. Like just Roger jumping off a ship ready to go. He don't even have his like signature mustache yet. He's just ready to beat up other pirates.
You also get to see a young version of Big Mom, which I'm a big fan of.
Oh.
Yep.
You're a big fan of Big Mom.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Now, I've also been watching another show, a not anime on HBO Max. I've been watching Vice Principals with Walton Goggins
my
and Danny McBride. Me and my girlfriend have been watching this, and it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Like, we're cracking up the entire time watching it. So the two of them are both vice principals that want the job as principal. And another principal gets hired to come in and take that spot. So they're just doing whatever they can to get her out of there. And there's only 2 seasons. I'm in the 2nd season. It's absolutely hysterical. Like, you wouldn't think that Danny McBride and Walton Goggins work this well together because I haven't seen Righteous Gemstones. That's one of our next shows to watch.
Okay.
But like, You get Danny McBride going full Danny McBride as a vice principal, and then you get like little Southern gay Walton Goggins that's gay, not gay. Like it's like he's married to a Korean wife. It's like a whole thing. It's hysterical. But
I didn't even know that was a show.
I didn't either. I found out recently, which is really funny because Matt was telling me all about it one night, and I was like, "This sounds hilarious." Go to bed that night, pull up my phone, TikTok. The first thing that's on my TikTok is a compilation of scenes from Walter Goggins and Danny McBride from that show.
And you hadn't gone to look for it?
Nope. Never looked for it. Never heard of the show. Not once.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely hysterical because I'm a huge fan of Danny McBride. I love him in everything he's in. And the way he talks to people just cracks me up. And you're like, oh, he's not going to talk that way because he's at a high school. No, he might talk worse to these children than he talks to most adults.
Oh, boy.
And it's hysterical.
Well, I guess I'll have to watch that one next.
No, it's a good one.
A non-anime. I don't watch a lot of non-anime now.
And I'm also going to throw this out there because anybody that hasn't seen it needs to see it. Lazarus on HBO Max. Super good.
Yeah, that was one of the shows I was surprised didn't get nominated for soundtrack, but I was told it just probably hasn't been out long enough.
Well, no, they're not on Crunchyroll. Like that's just
it has
stuff
to be exclusive to Crunchyroll. Right. Doesn't matter that it's anime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so I was all like, "Who are they to say blah blah blah? Who's the best?"
What
whatever.
That's what I was going to mention earlier. You were like, is this the big anime award thing? Well, actually, there's a bunch of different ones.
Okay.
In fact, Japan has like an official one. Like they have their own like.
Oh no!
This is the awards.
That's what I want to see.
I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah, with Lazarus, if you guys like
40.
jazzy tunage, that's what you need to check out. It is very jazzy.
Yeah, very good. It's also a good score.
I'll have to check that one out too, man. There's just my list is massive of animes to watch. Never ending. It's great though. Well,
you should publish your list of completed animes sometime.
You know what?
Yeah, no. For everybody out there, Brian's anime list is like otherworldly.
It's huge.
You just got to scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll, and for like every other one, there's a dot next to it. The dot means he's finished it, and then you'll get to like a whole like 2 pages worth of like everyone has a dot on it. My boy watches some anime.
I do. You could call me a connoisseur, almost. Not quite.
If you watch One Piece.
I know. Is that the criteria for that?
I don't think that's
my criteria.
Do I have to watch One Piece?
I think so. It's the best story ever told.
I mean, yeah, I know I'm gonna watch it. It's just gonna take me most of my life to get to it.
You will experience every emotion watching One Piece. That is a Matt guarantee.
You should read the Bible.
Alrighty, so I think it's about time for the weather. What do you guys think?
I think it's about time for the weather.
All right. Well, let's get right into it.
I wish we were doing sports.
Okay, so you guys noticed that it's been rather cool for this time of May. Yeah.
Sleeves.
Yeah. Really strange. But that's because the pattern we're in is keeping like northwesterly flow going over us like in the upper levels. And what that is doing is keeping us below average on temperatures and then above average a little bit on moisture. So you've noticed the rain. It's
yes.
Like May, you expect hot and steamy in like afternoon storms, but there's been a lot of just cloudy, rainy days.
Yeah.
Not hot and steamy. Cloudy, rainy.
All right. So key messages for the next few days here into the weekend is we're going to have some showers and thunderstorms around tomorrow. But it's going to be in the 70-degree range, like up to mid 70s. And there will be some sun. It's not going to be totally cloudy like it has been like the last week. It's been quite dreary at times. And then Saturday looks like the best day of the weekend with near 80 and sunny.
Let's go.
Yeah. So if you're going to have outdoor plans, I would definitely do that Saturday.
I think I have outdoor plans on Saturday, actually.
Yeah. You do?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yep.
That's good. It's good to get outdoors.
Yeah.
Get some
and this
vitamin
is
D.
a good sign.
Saturday is the day to be outdoors. And then Sunday, we have some showers coming in later in the day. And that takes us still in the 80s, upper 70s. But yeah, definitely not too bad of a weekend. Like if you're going to have plans Sunday, just watch out for some showers in the afternoon. That's about it.
Nothing going on
Sounds like
Sunday.
a plan.
The problem is in the outlook, we are warming up. We're going to be warming up. It's going to get hot. I mean, we're almost into June. What did you expect? Our little bout of chill, cooler weather was like welcome, but it doesn't last, right?
No, it doesn't.
Tennessee.
Super excited for it to just jump 30 degrees.
Oh man, is it about to? Let me show you what I mean. So, here's your 8 to 14 day temperature outlook from the Climate Prediction Center, and we are above average right here. Not a whole lot above average, but definitely the above average that gets us to 90. So we're going to be seeing some 90s probably later next week. Yeah, it's happening. I don't think we've been 90 degrees yet so far this year, have we?
No, I was actually just reading something
Yeah.
yesterday talking about how crazy it is that we haven't even hit 90 degrees yet.
That was my point. Like, May has been really cool on average compared to what we usually see. And I know the past at least 3 to 5 years, we've at least been 90 degrees in May at some point, but not this year.
Yeah.
I don't think it actually is going to happen. How many days are left? A couple days?
I don't
Is there
know.
31 days in May?
Oh, I thought you meant in general.
No idea.
Well, anyways, we will be below 90 for the entire month of May
That's
this
crazy.
year. Yep, that is crazy. But
We still have a chance, right?
Tomorrow.
yeah,
Tomorrow.
it's not going to happen. I just told you the 3-day forecast.
There's
no
a
90s in
chance. We got a
What do you
chance.
mean? Like the fireball friggin' erupts over Nashville?
Something like
Maybe
that.
it'll be 90 degrees, Jameson.
Some
Are you waiting for like an asteroid impact or some shit?
Not necessarily.
You want a volcano?
Not expecting.
I don't think we have
What do
many
you mean, do
volcanoes
you
around
want
here.
a volcano? It's not like they just pop up out of the ground, weather boy.
I'm trying to say that the only way we're going to get near that or above that is to have something crazy happen. That's all.
Like
That's
a
all I'm saying.
volcano spouting up in Nashville?
Yeah, it could happen.
I mean, it's quite unlikely, but anyways,
you're saying there's a chance.
there's a chance
Of
for
a
everything.
volcano?
Small chance.
No.
Look, as a
No.
meteorologist, I'm not a meteorologist. There's always a chance.
See?
No.
Well, anyways, so we got the hot weather coming in, right? We're about to roll into June. We're getting closer and closer every day to summer. What does the weather look like precipitation? Is it going to be humid? Yep. It's going to be
Oh.
humid.
It's going to be
Gosh.
green.
It's going to be green, guys. And as you can see here, we're not going to be a whole lot above average on precipitation, but the fact that we're going to be a little bit above average pretty much guarantees that each day is going to be humid.
Oh, joy.
So when it does get to 90 degrees, it's going to feel more like 95 to almost 100 in June. And I mean, what did you expect? That's Tennessee summer for you.
Yeah.
Coming up in the next week, we're going to be rolling right into the summer feels for sure. Spring is the last few days of spring are here. So
Mhm.
use them while you got them. Definitely. Yep.
I can't believe Memorial Day has come and went, and I did not grill a single hot dog.
You didn't?
Not a one.
Nada?
Not one this entire
Not even a half
year.
hot dog?
No.
What about you?
You will just always find a way to bring food into this.
Food is a part of everything.
I've had like 4 hamburgers in the last week, so yeah.
No, that's cool. That's not a grilled hot dog.
No, because I prefer a grilled hamburger.
That's not what I asked.
So he's a patty guy. Not a hot dog guy.
I think that's what it is. I think that's what he hates about it.
Anyways, so severe weather, you might ask. We're going to get any of that. Well, with summertime storms, there's always that chance of having a big, strong to possibly severe storm pop up. But there's nothing really organized in the forecast. So we might have that occasional strong to severe storm with the afternoon storms as things warm up next week. But I think we're kind of out of that crazy severe weather stuff.
That's nice.
Yeah, because we had a lot this season, didn't we?
Yeah.
Was not a fan.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of
Seemed
that.
Like every week we were on edge.
But I mean, that's about it. Like nothing too crazy happening in the weather world. We're warming up. That's about it. It's getting to be summer soon. So that's all
Cool.
we have to look forward to.
I'm gonna grill some hot dogs. I swear to God.
You better.
Yeah.
I want to taste one of them.
Yeah, you will taste my hot dogs.
Speaking of grilling out and outdoor activities, ain't there a sport that's I don't know, performed outdoors, and it's getting that time of year
Oh
where
yeah,
you know.
there is a sport that is taking off globally, folks. You guys know what I'm talking about?
I don't
Wait a
know, but
second.
you know what? I think it's time we get into
Oh,
it,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, we should talk about it. Let's do the double dribble with Jam Jam. So, big sports sensation taking over right now. Kind of talk about the streaming services real quick. You guys know what the number 2 streaming network is in the world?
Hulu?
ESPN 8 Ocho.
Those are both very good guesses, but neither one of them are correct. I had it pulled
Really?
up for a second. I didn't memorize the name. It's called Geo Hotstar.
What?
Yeah. Geo Hotstar rivals Netflix's 300 million global subscribers, coming in second at 280 million subscribers in recent months, just because of broadcasting rights to the world's most popular cricket league coming out of India.
Good Lord.
And so now that this network has merged somewhere, now all of a sudden a lot of people who were watching cricket had to go over to this new Hotstar streaming service, and they just racked up huge numbers.
Man.
So now it almost looks like cricket might be one of the most popular games in the world.
What is cricket?
Yeah.
I know
Cricket-
Casey Jones uses one of their bats,
He does.
but I don't know what that game is. I know somebody like rolls a ball or bounces a ball or throws a ball and somebody else hits it, and there's like running involved. It's like half of baseball in my brain.
That's exactly what it is. Someone rolls it or throws it or something, and then someone else hits it or something, and there's running involved.
I don't know where we would be at without our sports analyst.
Yeah.
but thank God we have you.
Yeah,
Uh,
you
is
were
the-
right on.
Is the
So
ball
descriptive.
called anything specifically?
I believe that's called the cricket, right? Like they just gotta hit the cricket.
What do you mean, right? We're asking you. You're the sports guy.
Yeah, the long flat bat hits the cricket ball. The cricket, the Jiminy.
Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so what do they catch the ball with? Does it like if it gets hit to them?
Yeah, so they hit the ball and then they have to catch it with their hands.
So there's no like baseball glove or like cricket gauntlet, I assume, in your
Cricket
naming
gauntlet?
sphere.
I would call it something like that, probably.
Gauntlet? What's a gauntlet?
All right, so there was this game series that came out, and it was like a top-down kind of thing, and you could be all these different characters, like a warrior or like a jester or like a wizard and all this stuff, and you were going through different dungeons and stuff. That's what Gauntlet is in my mind. What's Gauntlet in your mind?
Was there cricket and gauntlet?
No.
No cricket representation in Gauntlet off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure if you wanted to stretch it, there was a melee move in the game that kind of resembled the swing of a gauntlet bat, but it's actually two-handed swing.
How many players per team?
Multiple players per team, for sure.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Right?
That's a solid answer.
Yeah, it's a
Um,
multiplayer game.
Do they have like refs or umpires?
Which one, actually? He gave you a choice this time.
Cricket works off conscience.
Oh, so it's just a conscious effort of correct or
Just-
wrong.
It's an
just do
honest
it well.
Are there
person's
any
game.
fouls? Do you get fouls in cricket?
Most of the time, it's a case-by-case basis.
Who calls the fouls?
The team players.
The team players? Like
Yeah. They
The
create a
ones that are
council
playing.
based off their collective conscience and then make the call on a case-by-case basis.
That's totally.
It keeps corruption out of the game.
How do you win cricket?
You score more points than your opposing team.
And how do you score a point in cricket?
You hit the ball.
And do
And
what?
to what? Like, to what end?
Like there's
Like-
bases to run in baseball.
Yeah.
What do you do after you hit it? Do you just get
Yeah.
points for your hit or do you run somewhere? Like,
Yeah. In cricket, that's what you do.
which one? I asked multiple things.
Is there a net? Like, do they hit it into a? Is it like a basketball hoop?
No, it's a field game.
The field game.
There's like stakes in the
So
ground.
is there a field they need to hit it to?
It's the same field that everyone plays on.
So you get a point no matter what?
If you hit the ball right.
To oh, okay.
If
Makes
you hit the
sense.
ball where it's supposed to go, then you get a point associated with where it went.
But there's a place it's supposed to go. What do they call that place?
It's not supposed to, it just can. And if it does, you get an incidental amount of points because of it. Does that make sense? So you don't really know until you hit it what you're going to make.
Do other coaches,
Yes.
do they know the rules?
Yes.
Okay.
They have to teach the team something.
But-
how to play the game.
Okay.
And
So
they were professional players at one point.
The coaches were.
Yeah,
Well, that's
Typically.
typical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many professional players are there on average in the sport of cricket? Like how many professional teams are there?
Well, now,
Now, yes, now.
No, later.
later, I can see a lot more because
Okay.
of the.
Because of how big it's getting, because
How
of the
big-
streaming
Because it is so
service.
big
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Now
God.
it's one of the most popular things
I mean,
out
this
there.
streaming service it reminds me of the whole T-Series dilemma, where like, boom, out of nowhere, right?
Yeah.
So, what do you think going forward? Like, what's the
Well, I
big deal?
think
What's the big
now
news?
that cricket is starting to become a Western sensation, we're going to see a lot more North and South American teams. We're going to see a lot of independent teams, minor leagues coming out here in the States, especially. Probably a lot of our cricket leagues now currently are going to follow the season in India.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to see a lot of, just seasonal changes like
What cricket leagues?
the IDL. No, wait, the actual Indian Cricket League.
I mean, what cricket leagues here are going to start following the cricket leagues in India?
The ones we make. Because it's a fad now. It's like yo-yos. Remember yo-yos in the 90s? Everybody's like, holy shit, there's ball bearings. Now it's like cricket.
That was a bad reference for fads. There's been so many fads other than yo-yos, and you went to yo-yos?
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and just lay it up over here to my buddy Matt, who is not going to shoot his shot.
I set it on the ground because we're past sports and we're on to something important. Not that sports aren't important. I just honestly don't know if I learned something from the sports.
How did you not know that there was the second largest streaming network in the world is because of a cricket league?
Do you fully understand that I'm going to go home and do like 2 hours of research on cricket tonight because you've done this to my brain?
That's what I'm here for.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm an educator.
So today on Animals That Scare Matt. All right, guys, today we're talking about gorillas. And I know what you're thinking. Gorillas aren't that scary. I've seen Tarzan. Well, from the very small amount of research I did today, it seems like the gorilla stuff on Tarzan was pretty spot on. So they are the largest living primate. I thought it was interesting that the articles I was reading said living primate because I kind of assumed that. We don't really count extinct things as the largest of anything because they were so long ago. But either way, I digress. Largest living primate. They can stand between 4 and 6 feet tall. That's not where all of their largeness comes from. They thick. They can weigh between 200 and 600 pounds. That's crazy.
That is.
That's a big boy right there.
I mean, because when you were saying like the whole they're not cute, like as cute as people think.
Yeah, no, they're horrifying.
But this picture here, can we get that up? Yeah, there we go. This picture, it seemed pretty cute to me.
No, it's adorable.
Yeah,
look at him. Look at him. Now, okay, I hear what you're saying, but Greg, why don't you go ahead and throw it over to that next one?
Oh,
Yeah, adorable. So cute. Look at those teeth. Zoom in on those teeth, Greg.
I can hear it from here.
oh man,
If that
Wow.
thing bites you, it's just gonna kill you.
goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Okay, all right. I hear you.
Okay.
Insane.
Now, these guys live between 35 and 40 years in the wild. But what's crazy is they can actually live 50 to 60 plus years in captivity. The oldest one was like 68 years. Like,
Oh, wow, I did not know they. That's
Yeah,
the age
like
range.
I didn't
yeah,
know.
there's like that added so many years. That added 20 something years, almost 30 years to this thing's lifespan just from living in captivity. Now in the wild, they do live in groups, and those groups are called troops. There is normally one male, which is the silverback gorilla, that's in charge of everything, and everybody goes to him for everything, like in Tarzan. And they're normally surrounded by mainly female gorillas. Once male gorillas get to a certain like life point, they either venture off and start their own with like gypsy gorillas, or they just are like, all right, he's in charge, and they become subservient to the silverback. I say gypsy gorillas not in a bad way, and like gorillas that have fallen off from their pack. So like gypsies.
So they dress and act like gypsies?
No, they don't dress anything. They're gorillas, Brian.
That's like that scene in Tarzan where they ransack the camp and they're all wearing human clothes.
Yeah, and he's just like
singing
doing the
songs.
thing.
Yeah, that's what.
Which is interesting because when I was reading, gorillas actually do. They're very, very intelligent creatures. They are known in the wild to use different types of tools, like whatever they can to make life easier. And they got thumbs like us, so it makes it a little bit easier for them.
Right?
Yeah. But no, they're known to use tools in the wild. They're smart enough to use sign language. There was that one famous gorilla that did sign language with Robin
Coco?
Williams, Coco. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like
I know Coco.
They can learn sign language. They can like interact with people. They can talk to people. They use tools. It's crazy. They're very intelligent. Now, they're not known to be aggressive to humans. There's actually no known recordings of humans dying to gorillas. That being said, we don't know how much a gorilla could bench press, but most people think it's around like 1,000 pounds. That can rip you in half. There's no way you win that.
I mean,
It would take at least 5 people to fight one gorilla. Like you can't just 1v1 a gorilla. They're too strong. That's a thing. When I was reading, it was talking about how when it comes to them getting aggressive, they'll get aggressive if they're threatened or you're in their territory or something like that. And everything I was reading was like, don't make eye contact.
Really?
So don't make eye contact with gorillas. And if you do make eye contact with gorillas and they get all aggressive, don't run. Just be like the other male gorillas and get down like, I'm sorry, gorilla dad. And maybe he won't murder you.
Okay,
Those are your options. Like you run, he murders you. You don't run, maybe he doesn't.
Okay.
But don't be as big as him.
Okay. All right. Yeah. He's eating celery.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, no, they are omnivores, which is one of the reasons they don't kill humans. But then again, if they got a taste for human, they might they might be more aggressive.
See, this guy just looks astonished.
Yeah, just like,
baffled.
What is happening?
Whoa.
Do you guys have any gorilla questions?
So Gorilla Glue. Do they make that from gorillas?
No,
Or
I
do
think that's
gorillas?
still made by horses.
Oh, I thought gorillas made the glue.
No, I'm saying, do gorillas make the not? It's made from gorillas, Matt.
No, it's made from horses.
Do the gorillas make the horse goo into glue?
Thank you. At least he knows what I'm asking.
I don't think so because they're not that intelligent.
It's like the sequel to Animal Farm.
But that wouldn't
George
make
Orwell
sense. It's called Gorilla Glue. Gorillas make the
Right.
glue.
Yeah,
It's
that
kinda
or
like
alliteration
Elmer's
just
glue.
sells.
Like Elmer's glue. It's not glue from Elmer or any
Elmer's
part of
glue is
him.
definitely horses.
This is changing my whole thought process.
But
about
Elmer's farm makes the glue, I guess. I assume. Elmer's glue. Who's Elmer?
That's what I've always wanted to know. I always knew that Gorilla Glue was made by gorillas, but like
It's not. You just calm yourself right
They
now.
have a gorilla for
Do
a
you have a
mascot.
question about gorillas?
You said they're omnivores, right?
Yeah.
Is there any examples of
Well, this picture we have right here, he's eating celery. If you look at him eating celery.
Yeah, no, I see that. I was going to ask you if there's any evidence of gorillas.
Or no, herbivore, not omnivore, because omnivore means
Both.
yeah, no, he herbivore. He eat veggies.
Yeah, that's an omnivore.
Yeah, no, that's my
Yeah.
bad. That's my bad. I
No,
said
I'm
the
just
wrong one.
saying, is there
Wait, did
any-
our animal guy just get something wrong?
Probably.
It's okay. It's almost June.
Tisk tisk.
Yeah, it's almost June. It's supposed to be hot
Yeah,
outside
it's
soon.
Be like 93 next week.
Did
or
our
something.
animal guy get something wrong? Our weather guy's been right one time this year.
What? I've been like reasonably almost correct. Like every
Yeah,
time.
no, there's another word for reasonably almost correct. You know what it is? Wrong.
I just wanted to know, is there an example of cannibalism within the
Wrong
gorilla
is
community?
relative.
Not that I know of,
Yes.
but I've never been like one of the people that goes and does gorillas in the mist and lives with them because, once again, I'm pretty sure they can bench press 1,000 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Speaking of how much they can bench press,
And Tarzan was lies. Like, they're not that cool with people.
Can we go back to the last picture real quick? Yeah. So this guy, I bet he can bench press some
Yeah.
pounds.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look at that. Look at the arm muscles, man.
Yep.
It's insane.
I bet he can curl more than he can bench press, though.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Like, it looks like all his muscle is in his forearms and his biceps.
Yeah.
But
And those legs.
but they start out like this, which is like what?
Yeah.
And then they go bam.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I like those jeans.
Does he have like a tiny little ear? Zoom in on his ear, Greg. Look at that
look at
tiny
that.
little ear.
That is cute.
That's a tiny little ear.
Look at that. It is. It's really small.
It's a tiny little
He's
ear.
got like a bump on his head too.
Yeah.
Oh, he need to brush his teeth.
Yeah. Do you think this is
That is plaque buildup, people.
This is a sign of happiness or aggression?
Maybe that's why he's upset.
Maybe he stubbed his toe. That's the face I make
When you stub your toe?
Yeah.
Do you do it on the regular?
every now and then. You ever get one of those where you stub like the pinky toe, like you hit it on the corner or something, but it's just the pinky toe and it goes like,
Yeah, and that makes you go like ah, like
yeah,
that.
no,
Yeah.
that one's a
No,
a
totally.
rough one.
I totally get that.
Yeah. Well, guys, while we're speaking about gorillas, we're going to go on to our next segment, our Interest Fest. We're going to tell you guys about some stuff. We are going to start doing a different segment at the end of each one. This week, we're doing Interest Fest. Next week, apparently, well, in 2 weeks, we're apparently doing a hot dog eating contest, which I will win.
Yeah.
But this week, I'm going to transition from happiness on gorillas to sadness on gorillas. So yesterday, May 28th, marks 9 years that my boy was shot. So I don't know if y'all know this or not, but 9 years ago, there was this guy named Harambe, and some lady let her kid off his leash and he fell down in there, and then they had to shoot the gorilla because the kid was too stupid to not fall in the gorilla pit. He took a shot for me. I'll take a shot for him. Oh, that tastes like tomatoes.
It does.
Ugh.
A little bit. Yeah.
It's like
Ugh.
if salsa was beer. Sounds terrible.
You know what? R.I.P. Right?
Yes. R.I.P. Harambe.
Oh, that was bad.
R.I.P. Harambe.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, no. So remember, guys, May 28th.
Well, in other news, I finished tying the knot with an Amagami sister recently. Really good anime, good romance. Didn't actually find out who he ties the knot with yet. So what I've
That's
Did you say you
ridiculous.
finished it?
I completed watching the first season.
Oh,
It's all that's out right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just one season.
No, they
right
just
now.
It's not
they
done.
called it tying the knot with this guy, and then they're like, "All right, series over. We don't know."
No, it will continue. We don't know yet. We haven't found that out yet. A lot of character development though.
Oh, so
Really
it's
good.
like How I Met Your Mother. They're gonna let you go on for 10 years and then
Oh,
confuse you at the end.
jeez. Yeah.
Probably, yeah. But I've got a new one I'm going to watch, and it's called Kakurio. And it's like a supernatural romance. And like the main character's name is Aoi, and she can see spirits and like the other worldly stuff, right? And she meets this ogre dude who apparently is kind of the ruler of the other world. The Hidden Realm, I believe it's what it's called. Yes.
Did you say you're about to start watching that one?
No, I'm
I
episode
thought you
2
were
right now.
about to start watching Mashal.
I'm also going to watch that. I have categories that I watch depending on the situation of day, time of day kind
That
of
makes
deal.
sense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm that deep into this stuff. But yeah, so far it's very promising, and I believe it's like 24 episodes, and it looks great. This is a really good anime so far.
Okay.
One of my top supernatural ones that I've seen.
Nice.
And you know, besides anime, video game wise, I played so much Celeste. I kind of was looking for something new, and I think I'm gonna try. Depending on what you guys think, there's this game called Okami that I've been hearing about. I saw someone do some live streaming of it, and I was like, that looks pretty cool. I might be into
Mhm.
that. You guys played it?
I have.
You should play
Yeah.
Helldivers 2, Democracy Needs You.
Helldivers. Okay.
Or you should play Black Myth Wukong.
I was looking for something a little more laid back.
You should play
Oh,
Okami.
then Black Myth Wukong.
Okami is a good on topic game to play, I think. Because, Amaterasu is the name of the wolf spirit, who's a reincarnation of the sun god.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
That's a big theme of
So
the
this
game.
is like literally the character you play as, like the wolf with the.
Yeah.
Okay, because
There's a bit of
And then in Helldivers, you get in a pod and they shoot you to the Earth. Well, not the Earth, just the planet surface. And you have guns, and there are either bugs, robots, or alien zombie things, and you just shoot them.
also
So-
super fun.
that sounds cool. Probably gonna pass on that for now.
Oh, you're too
Oh.
good to help out Super Earth? Super Earth did everything for you.
I was gonna say you may not actually get an opportunity to play that game later in life.
What if
Why?
Super Earth falls?
There's a live server issue where the game creators have said that if one of the home bases in the game does fall, they're gonna shut the servers down.
If
No
the
way.
home planet falls.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because the aliens are attacking like Super Earth now, like the home planet of democracy.
Bro, that's crazy. I'd
Isn't
never
it?
heard of anything like that.
That's
Being a
pretty
thing.
Then
wild.
again, if I didn't win Game of the Year when I deserved to, I'd tank my server too.
Well, maybe I'll hop into that eventually, but Okami looked and sounds very cool. Sounds like a good time.
Yeah, no,
It's
if you
good.
want to play Happy Fun Time, go play Okami. If you want to change the universe, you guys play Helldivers.
So, with war, you lose your numbers and your
You-
odds of winning go down.
And if we end up not having Super Earth anymore, they're not going to have any more super burgers or super hot dogs or super food or anything like that.
No, they're going to have none. They're not going to have any supersonic breakfast burritos, which is what I was going to talk about.
Yeah?
Yeah, actually, the reason why I brought this up is because I saw a commercial the other day for breakfast burritos from Hardee's. Turns out Hardee's did a collab with Texas Pete hot sauce and has bacon breakfast burritos with Texas Pete.
Ooh, let's
no
go.
way. Hardee's?
Hardee's does.
I
Yeah.
got one up my way.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the few things that we
Go
have up in
Get
Westmoreland.
That's
you
one
some
of the
Texas
two things
Pete
you have.
Hardee's. Yeah.
You have a gas station and a Hardee's, let's be really honest.
But I wanted to
Yeah.
use that as a segue to what I really got excited about was a different franchise that makes food that I like.
I mean, we have a Taco Bell too. It's just attached to a gas station.
Those are actually some of the best Taco Bells, man.
I think
Yeah,
so.
I think
I hit
so.
a lot of those on my travels back in the day.
The Taco Bell X, like X anything. Like
Yeah.
Pizza Hut, KFC.
Like it's like
Long
Baskin
John
Robbins
Silver's.
X Dunkin' Donuts,
Yeah.
right? That's,
I'd
I
like
always
to
thought it was
see
cool.
Panda Express and Red Lobster team up sometime. I think that'd be hilarious.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be good.
I didn't think it would be good. I just like to see it.
I have never had Texas Pete, by the way.
Oh, you've never had Texas
You
Pete?
never had Texas
No.
Pete.
Guess
You
I
just
live under
not
a
use
rock.
hot sauce?
I don't really.
Okay,
Not a
that
lot,
explains
yeah.
it actually,
Mhm.
because it's a really popular hot
I
sauce
don't-
among like gas station
Why
fried
are you
chicken
looking at me like
enthusiasts.
that?
How do you
Myself.
not use hot sauce?
He's from the north, man. They die if they eat hot sauce.
Oh yeah, bud. Can't get it too spicy when I put my halibut on my fish crackers and eat it down with some cheddar.
Is that what you think we sound like,
Yeah,
bud?
that's Thank you. Yes, that's exactly what I think you sound like, bud.
Sonic came out with this double smash burger just recently, within the past couple weeks. I think the campaign went wide recently.
Oh,
Yeah.
Smash Burger.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the patties are significantly flatter, and each one gets a slice of cheese. Everything else is dressed the same.
I feel like that's weird because isn't there a place literally called Smash Burger?
I think so.
So how did they get off calling it Smash Burger?
A
It's
smash
not-
burger is a style of
it's a
burger.
style of burger.
Oh man, that tells you how
It's a
unaware
genre.
I am.
It's a genre of cheeseburger.
Okay, so they literally you can have different types of Smash Burger. Like it's a
Mhm.
thing. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
It's more of a patty thing than it is a whole sandwich.
One of the
thing.
ones I really want to try are when they like slice up the onions really thin and they put those on the grill and then you put your like ball of burger on top of that and smash it into the onions.
Ooh, yeah.
That looks amazing.
I've seen a lot of seasoned butter get actually put into the ball itself too before it gets smashed, and then it incorporates into the meat. Very yummy.
So how do they smash the burger?
They use a
With a
big metal
Press.
press, yeah, handle with a big flat surface, and it just smashes. The
There's
meat.
a lot of people that do like when they do the classic one, they'll just use like a thick spatula and just.
So as far as my burger radar for 2025 goes, the Sonic Smash Burger is on the top of the list.
You have a burger radar?
I always have a burger
How do
radar.
you operate that thing?
Dude, I don't know what it runs off of, but it's always popping off,
That's
man.
pretty neat.
Yeah, the alarm goes off. and-
Never heard of anybody
all the
having a
time.
burger radar. All I've heard of is called
Yeah.
the WSR 88D. So like that's
Oh.
like the next rad network that we have in the National Weather Service.
So on that note, guys, we've been better, Kenny, and we better be in your playlist.